Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the studio. You are tuning in to episode 1 of Module 5 of the Blueprint for Effortless English. I am your co-host, Ben.
And I am Anna. Welcome back, everyone. Take a moment to celebrate because we have officially made it. Welcome to Module 5, our 5th and final module, which we call the Master Builder.
This is an absolutely massive milestone. Over the first 40 episodes of this course, you built an indestructible foundation. You fixed your pronunciation, you learned how to maintain a natural conversational rhythm, you mastered small talk, and you acquired the professional edge to survive the corporate world.
You have all the structural tools you need, but now we are taking off the training wheels entirely. Module 5 is all about intuitive fluency. We are going to focus on the unwritten rules of the English language.
We are going to teach you the nuance, the invisible layers of communication that dictionaries simply cannot explain to you. We are talking about humor, sarcasm, cultural context, and the ability to speak completely off the cuff without any preparation.
But before we dive into our very first lesson of this advanced module, we have our usual quick favor to ask. If you are ready to put the final polish on your English fluency and you want to support this 50-episode journey, please hit that like button and subscribe to the English Chatcast channel.
Your support means the world to us. It keeps the studio running and helps us reach thousands of other ambitious learners who want to sound completely natural. Thank you so much for being part of this community.
Let us jump right in, Ben. Today is episode 1, and we are tackling a topic that frustrates almost every single language learner on Earth. We are talking about slang and modern idioms.
Slang is the ultimate test of true fluency. You can study traditional English grammar for 10 years, memorize thousands of flashcards, and read every classic novel. But the second you step into a casual setting with native speakers, you might feel like you do not understand a single word.
Exactly, because native speakers do not speak like textbooks. We speak using a constantly evolving code. Slang is informal vocabulary that is highly specific to a certain generation, a certain internet culture, or a certain region.
And because Anna and I are both 22 years old, we sit right in the middle of that generational shift. The vocabulary our generation uses is completely different from what our parents use, and it is certainly not what you will find in a traditional English class.
It is true. I grew up in California and Ben grew up in Colorado. Even between the two of us, we have noticed completely different regional slang words. And because I grew up speaking both Spanish and English at school, I learned very quickly that slang never translates directly. You cannot translate an idiom word for word. You have to understand the cultural feeling behind it.
Today, we are going to bridge that gap for you. We are going to teach you the most common, deeply embedded slang words and modern idioms that native speakers use every single day. We are breaking this down into 3 pillars.
Pillar number 1 is modern internet and dating slang. Pillar number 2 is emotional slang. And pillar number 3 is the casual emphasis. We will teach you how to naturally weave these words into your daily life.
Let us start with pillar number 1, modern internet and dating slang. The internet moves incredibly fast, but certain words have completely jumped off the screen and become a permanent part of our spoken vocabulary.
The absolute biggest one you need to know is ghosting. Ghosting is both a noun and a verb, and it originated in the modern dating world. To ghost someone means to suddenly and completely cut off all communication with them without any explanation.
You are texting someone, everything is going great, and then suddenly they stop replying. they do not answer your calls. They just disappear like a ghost. You say, I cannot believe she ghosted me. Or, I think I'm getting ghosted.
But ghosting is not just for dating anymore. It has crossed over into friendships and even the professional world. If a recruiter stops emailing you back after a job interview, you can casually say to a friend, "Yeah, that company totally ghosted me."
Another massive internet phrase is spill the tea, or just the word tea by itself. In modern slang, tea does not mean the hot beverage you drink in a cup. Tea means gossip or dramatic news.
If you know your friend had a crazy weekend and you want all the details, you do not ask, "What is the gossip?" That sounds old-fashioned. You sit down and say, "All right, spill the tea. Tell me everything that happened."
You can also say, what is the tea? Or if someone gives you a really controversial piece of information, you can just nod your head and say, wow, that is some hot tea. It means that is some intense gossip.
Then we have the word flex. Historically, flexing means to contract your muscles to show how strong you are. But in modern slang, a flex is any action you take to show off your wealth, your success, or your lifestyle.
If your friend buys a ridiculously expensive sports car and posts 10 pictures of it online, you say, wow, that is a massive flex. Or you can use it as a verb. You say, he is just flexing his new promotion. It means he is showing off.
And sometimes we use it sarcastically. We use the phrase, weird flex, but okay, if someone brags about something that is actually not that impressive, or something kind of strange. You say, weird flex, but okay. It is a very common, funny dismissal.
Which brings us to pillar number 2, emotional slang. Native speakers have developed a whole new vocabulary to describe how we feel without using traditional formal words like angry, sad, or happy.
The most critical emotional slang word you need to know is salty. When someone is salty, it means they are bitterly angry, irritated, or holding a grudge about something minor. Imagine the bitter taste of salt. That is the emotion.
Let us say I beat Anna in a game of cards, and she stops talking to me for an hour because she hates losing. I would look at her and say, "Why are you being so salty right now? It is just a game."
I am a very competitive person, so I do get salty sometimes. But it is a great word because it is less severe than saying someone is furious. Salty implies a petty, annoying kind of anger.
Another great emotional phrase is catching feelings. This is a very specific idiom used to describe the moment you start developing romantic emotions for someone, especially when you did not intend to.
You do not say, "I am falling in love with my friend." That is too dramatic. You casually tell another friend, "I think I am catching feelings for him." It makes the emotion sound like a cold or a virus that you accidentally caught. It softens the vulnerability.
We also use the phrase FOMO. This is an acronym that has become a real word. It stands for fear of missing out. FOMO is the anxiety you feel when you see your friends doing something fun without you.
Seeing those videos is giving me major FOMO right now. I should have gone.
It is a universally understood feeling. Everyone experiences FOMO. Now, let us shift gears to pillar number 3, the casual emphasis. These are the words we use to make our sentences stronger, or to describe the general atmosphere of a situation.
The biggest one in this category is the concept of vibes. Vibe is short for vibration, but in modern English, it means the general atmosphere, feeling, or energy of a place, a situation, or a person.
If you walk into a coffee shop and the music is great, the lighting is warm, and the people are relaxed, you say, this place has immaculate vibes. Immaculate means perfect.
Or if you meet someone and they are acting very strange and making you uncomfortable, you say, I am getting weird vibes from that guy. The word vibe is used constantly. We even have the phrase vibe check, which means to evaluate the energy of a room before you act.
Another crucial set of emphasis words are Lowkey and Highkey. These are used to describe the intensity of your feelings or actions.
Low-key means secretly, slightly, or quietly. It means you feel a certain way, but you do not want to make a big deal out of it. If you are supposed to go to a party, but you are tired, you say, I low-key want to just stay home and sleep.
Highkey is the exact opposite. It means proudly, loudly, and with extreme intensity. If you eat the best pizza of your entire life, you do not say it is low-key good. You say, I high-key want to eat this pizza every single day for the rest of my life.
We also use the word cap. This is a massive slang term for our generation. Cap means a lie. If someone says something that is completely untrue, you just say, that is cap.
And the opposite is no cap, which means no lie, or I am telling the truth. If you want to emphasize that you are being serious, you put it at the end of your sentence. You say, that was the best movie I have ever seen, no cap. It replaces older phrases like honestly or seriously.
Finally, we have to mention regional emphasis. Like I said earlier, I grew up in California, and the ultimate California slang word is hella. It simply means very or a lot of. Instead of saying it is very hot outside, you say it is hella hot.
Growing up in Colorado, we definitely did not say hella. But that is the beauty of slang. It gives you a sense of identity and belonging to a specific place and time.
But there is a danger to slang. You cannot just use these words everywhere. You have to read the room. Just like I push my glasses up to see the board clearly in a meeting, you have to clearly see who you are talking to before you drop a slang word.
Exactly. This ties directly back to the code switching we taught you in Module 4. Slang is strictly for the casual world. You use it with your friends, your peers, and in relaxed social settings.
You do not use slang in formal professional environments. You do not look at your company's CEO and say, your new marketing strategy is a massive flex, no cap. You will sound completely ridiculous and unprofessional.
You also have to be careful not to overuse slang. If you try to pack 5 different slang words into a single sentence, you are going to sound like you are trying too hard to fit in. Native speakers use slang like salt. A little bit adds flavor, but too much ruins the meal.
Let us put all of this into context. Ben and I are going to do a role play to show you how these words flow naturally in a real conversation.
We are going to simulate a casual weekend hangout. We are just 2 friends grabbing coffee and catching up. Listen closely to how we weave the modern idioms into our regular vocabulary without forcing them.
Here we go. Step into the coffee shop. Hey, Ben, over here. I already grabbed a table.
Hey, Anna. Thanks for saving a spot. This place is packed today.
I know, but the coffee is amazing, and the music is great. It has really good vibes in here.
It really does. So, spill the tea. How was the dinner party last night? I saw a few pictures online and it looked incredible. I am not gonna lie, sitting at home on my couch watching television gave me some major FOMO.
You high-key missed out. It was so much fun. The food was insane. Sarah actually hired a private chef to cook for us.
Wait, seriously? A private chef? That is a massive flex.
I know, it was wild, but the drama was even crazier. You know that guy Mark from our marketing class? He was supposed to bring his new girlfriend, but she completely ghosted him right before the party.
No way! She ghosted him on the night of the dinner party? That is brutal. Was he upset?
He was acting like he did not care, but you could tell he was super salty about it all night. He kept making these sarcastic comments every time someone mentioned her.
I do not blame him. Getting ghosted is the worst. I actually introduced them a few months ago, and he told me he was definitely catching feelings for her. That is a tough situation.
Yeah, it was a little awkward. But anyway, what did you end up doing last night? Did you just low-key stay in and play video games all evening?
Pretty much. I was exhausted from the work week. I just needed to touch grass and reset my brain for a minute. Wait, I totally forgot to mention, I finally booked my flight back to Colorado for the holidays.
Oh, nice. That is going to be hella cold though, right? Are you ready for the snow?
I am ready. It is going to be freezing, no cap, but I cannot wait to hit the mountains.
And scene! That was a perfect slice of modern, native-level conversation.
It felt completely natural. We did not sound like an English textbook. We sounded like two 22-year-olds living in the real world. Let us break down the specific terms we just used.
I started by analyzing the atmosphere of the coffee shop. I said, it has really good vibes in here. It just means the energy is positive and comfortable.
Then I asked for the gossip. I said, spill the tea. And I admitted my jealousy about missing the party by saying it gave me major FOMO, fear of missing out.
I validated his FOMO by saying, you high-key missed out, meaning you strongly missed a great event. Then I told him about Sarah hiring a private chef,
which I immediately identified as a massive flex, showing off wealth.
Then I dropped the drama. I told him Mark's girlfriend ghosted him. She disappeared. And I described Mark's emotional reaction by saying he was super salty about it.
I explained that Mark had been catching feelings for her, meaning he was falling in love.
I asked Ben if he low-key stayed in, meaning secretly or quietly stayed home.
I agreed and used a great modern idiom. I said I needed to touch grass. Touching grass means stepping away from the internet, taking a break from screens, and reconnecting with the real world. It means resetting your brain.
Then I brought in my California regional slang. I asked if Colorado was going to be hella cold, meaning very cold.
And I confirmed it using our favorite emphasis phrase. I said, it is going to be freezing, no cap, meaning I am not lying, it is going to be incredibly cold.
When you understand these words, a massive wall comes down. You stop translating every single sentence in your head, and you start absorbing the actual feeling of the conversation.
You gain intuitive fluency. You can listen to podcasts, watch modern movies, and hang out with native speakers without feeling like you are constantly 2 steps behind the joke.
Which brings us to your mission for episode 1. It is time for you to step into the modern era of English.
Your homework for this week is the Slang Translation Challenge. We want you to take a formal, textbook English sentence and translate it into a natural, modern slang sentence using the tools we taught you today.
I am secretly very angry because my friend lied to me and did not invite me to the party, which is making me feel left out.
I will say it again. I am secretly very angry because my friend lied to me and did not invite me to the party, which is making me feel left out.
That sounds like a robot. We want you to rewrite that sentence using words like low-key, salty, cap, and FOMO.
Come down into the comments section of this episode and type out your translated sentence. Show us that you understand how to weave these modern idioms together to describe your emotions naturally. We will be reading through and highlighting the best translations.
You guys are taking a huge step today. You are moving beyond the grammar rules and stepping into the living, breathing version of the English language.
But modern slang is only the first piece of intuitive fluency. Knowing the words is great, but knowing how to use those words to be funny is an entirely different skill level.
Humor is notoriously the hardest thing to grasp in a second language, and that is exactly what we are covering in our next episode. In episode 2, we are diving deep into understanding sarcasm and humor.
We are going to teach you how to identify dry English sarcasm, how native speakers use deadpan delivery to make jokes, and how to use self-deprecation to instantly make people like you. It is going to completely change how you socialize.
It is going to be an incredibly fun and revealing episode, and you definitely will not want to miss it.
But for today, focus on the modern vocabulary. Understand the vibes, watch out for the flex, do not let anyone ghost you, and try not to catch too many feelings.
I am Anna.
And I am Ben.
If you are ready to sound completely natural and upgrade your intuitive fluency, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let us keep building this master level together. Until next time, keep practicing, keep listening, and remember, learning English with us is
A piece of cake. Thanks for listening, everyone. See you next time on the English Chatcast.